Zingqolweni, South Africa. A village of roughly 3,000 people, it sits in the remote southeast of the country. It's a quiet place, far removed from the hustle and bustle of larger South African enclaves. For the last year, though, something has been creeping through the nights in Zingqolweni, preying on its most vulnerable citizens. The village is cast in a new light by this nocturnal hunter. Zingqolweni is now known as the Village of Death. Almost every month for the last year, beginning in May of 2021, someone has been killed in Zingqolweni. The victims are all women, all elderly, all home alone when night falls on the village. Violence is not unheard of in South Africa. Outside of active war zones, it is one of the deadliest places on Earth. Research has shown that someone is killed in South Africa every 20 minutes. Zingqolweni felt different. In its remoteness, it was spared the more intense violence of larger cities. That is, until the current unpleasantness. The killings have shown a level of brutality unfamiliar to the village. The women have been stabbed, throats slashed. Police have stated that the women have been bled, left to exsanguinate on the floors of their homes. Evidence is scarce and people are scared. When night falls on the village, sleep is harder and harder to come by. Many don't sleep at night anymore, choosing instead to stand guard in their homes, ready to face down whatever monster is stalking their unlit streets. The murders have occurred in the early parts of the month, and residents of the village believe that the killer must know the victims or have been watching them, since they know that the victims live alone. In response, many villagers have begun sleeping in the same house or sleeping in shifts. The sense of community has not left Zingqolweni. Police have remained silent in the wake of the killings, and this reluctance to discuss or update residents on the case has led to a rise of vigilantism. 7 suspects between the ages of 21 and 27 in the killings have been found extrajudiciously executed. Some were burned alive, others were hanged. None of their deaths brought an end to the monthly killings. 12 other men have been arrested and then released due to lack of evidence. Police have 6 thieves in custody, and their trials are set to begin this month, June of 2022. Some in the village believe that the thieves are the incorrect suspects. Searches of the homes of the murdered victims show no sign of theft. Cash has been left, along with other valuable items. This shows that the person committing the crime isn't there for financial gain. Under increased media scrutiny, Zingqolweni's residents have closed ranks. When asked by news outlets about the murders, they refuse to acknowledge that they've even happened. Recently, this same increased scrutiny has caused the killings to mysteriously stop as soon as they mysteriously began. Some suspect that the media and police actively working on the case have taken the wind out of the sails of the killer, since they might be more easily caught. An investigator working on the case had a slightly different theory. Quote, "We sometimes see that serial murderers who begin to be uncovered move away. We might come across them again somewhere else." End quote. But what do you think? Is this killer still stalking the streets of Zingqolweni? Are they in custody? Have they moved on? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at DreadUnsolved. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you like this content, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.